Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle, and the reason why I actually chose this one is I like the wordplay, but it's called A Whisper of Picasso by E. Biggie. And it looks like it's some sort of like Picasso-like painting or something in a sense, or something that like Picasso would make up. Um, I don't know if it's referencing an actual Picasso painting here, but I also like the idea of it's being a whisper of it, right? And then we have obviously whisper lines here. Anyways, let's get to the rule set. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box. We also have German whisper lines, which are green, where adjacent digits along a green German whisper line must differ by at least 5. Digits may repeat if other rules allow. So for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be these two digits would have to be 8 and 9, because we know the only digits that are 5 or more away from 3 are 8 and 9. And that's how German whisper lines work. We also have Dutch whisper lines, where adjacent digits along an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by at least 4, and digits may repeat if other rules allow. So, for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be 7, 8, and 9. Because again, the only digits which are 4 or more away from 3 are 7, 8, and 9. We also have Renban lines, which are the purple lines, and digits along a purple Renban line must be a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits and may appear in any order. So you can't have repeats, so remember that. So for example, on this Renban line, a valid set could be something like 3, 2, 5, 1, and 4. And this is valid because, again, all of these are consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You could not have something like here being a 6 because then the 6 is not consecutive with any of these digits. And it's not consecutive with the, yeah, you can't actually have even like 6 and 5 here, right? Even though 5 and 6 are consecutive with each other, they do not connect with 1, 2, and 3. So that's how Renban lines work. We also have entropic lines, which are the gray lines here. And along any set of 3 sequential cells along a gray line must contain a low digit, which is 1, 2, and 3, a middle digit, which is 4, 5, and 6, and a high digit, which is 7, 8, and 9. So for any 3 cells along a gray line, which is an entropic line, one has to be low, one has to be middle, and one has to be high. So you could have something like, I don't know, 3, 5, and 7 here, and that would work. And it could be in any order, right? This could be, instead of this being 5, this could be like 8, and this could be 6 or something. That's how entropic lines work. And finally, we have Kropke dots, where cells separated by a black dot are in a 1 to 2 ratio, and cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Not all dots are given. So, for example, if this were 2, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio. If this were 6, this would have to be 5 or 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. And if you're colorblind, here are all where each type of line can be, or is specifically. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, on a German whisper line, you'll always alternate between low digits, which are the digits 1 through 4 for a German whisper line, and high digits, which are the digits 6 through 9 on a German whisper line. Because 6 can only be next to 1, 7 can only be next to 1 and 2, 8 can only be next to 1, 2, or 3, and 9 can only be next to 1, 2, 3, or 4 on a German whisper line. Therefore, any digit from 6 through 9 must be next to a digit that's 1 through 4. And similarly, 1 through 4, 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can only be next to 9. So if you have a digit that's a low, it must be next to a 6 through 9 then. So both of these digits have to be next to this digit. Therefore, they are of the same polarity. So it's either low, they're both low, or they're both high. Well, you cannot have two high numbers that are in a 1 to 2 ratio with each other. So these both must be low. So it has to be either 2 with 1 or 2 with 4. Either way, one of these is 2, so this must be a high. So we'll mark this as a high. These two are lows. These two have to be highs. So these two are lows, and this one is a high. This is in between two unique digits. So this has to be at least two unique digits on a German whisper line. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Same here. This is next to two unique digits on a German whisper line. So this is 7, 8, and 9. This is next to two unique digits on a German whisper line. So this is also 7, 8, or 9. This is next to two unique digits, so this can't be 4. This does not have to be between two unique digits. It could be 9 and 9 here. So this could actually still be 4. But this has to be between two unique digits, so this is 1, 2, or 3 here. Therefore, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in row 2, which eliminates 7, 8, and 9 from the rest of the row. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This cannot be 5. This is 7, 8, or 9, which can only be next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 2 can't be here because of the 2 in the box. What else do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 renban. This is a 9 renban. So these 3 digits must be these 3 digits here. This is 1 through 4. And this is in a 1 to 2 ratio. So, or not 1 to 2 ratio, sorry. It's in next to something that's potentially 5 in size. This is in a 1 to 2 ratio here. And the difference has to be at least 4. So this must be a 4-8 pair here. Well, if this is 4, it must be next to a 9. Otherwise, it's an 8, which would be next to 1, 2, or 3, because we can't have a 4 here. So similarly here, if this is 4, it's next to 9, or it's 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, that's interesting. This is a high, but it's next to two unique digits on a German whisper line, right? These are unique. So this must be 7, 8, or 9. Therefore, and it's on an entropic line, so it's a high digit also for an entropic line. So these digits cannot be high. This digit cannot be high. If you have 3 unique digits on, or 3 digits from one from each set on an entropic line, where is the next high digit? These can't be high because then this would have 2 high digits in a set of 3. This can't be high, this can't be high, therefore both of these must be high. And since this has to be high, it cannot be 1, 2, or 3 anymore, so this must be 9, which makes this a 4 and this an 8. This cannot be 9. This 9 eliminates 9 from these two cells. Well, 4 can only be next to a 9 on a German whisper line, and this can't be 9 here, so this can't be 4. This is a 1, 2 pair now, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the box. This can't be 8. This can't be 4 because it's next to a 7 or 8 here. This cannot be 5 because 5 can only be next to a 9 and a 1 on a Dutch whisper line. And 1 cannot be here because of the 1-2 pair in the box. So this can't be 5. This is 3 or 4. 3 or 4 has to go with a high digit, and it must be 7, 8, or 9 here. And we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet now here. The 7, 8, or 9 can be with 3, 4, 5 again. Well, this actually can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1-2 pair in the box. Therefore, this cannot be 7 because one of these at least has to be 4. This has to be 8 or 9. So out of this, in the box, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet. So this must be 3, 4, 5, and 6 remaining. But, so 6 has to be one of these two digits. In the box, we know where the 7 has to be. It has to be one of these two. So this cannot be 7 here. This is 8 or 9. This 3, 4, 5 can be next to 7, 8, or 9, or 1, because the 5 could be next to 1 here. Okay, so these three digits have to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9 as possibilities. Well, 7 and 9 cannot be here because this is a 1 to 2 ratio with another digit. Also, this can't be high because this has to be high, this has to be high. So this can only be low. And it's next consecutive with 1, 2, 3, or 4. But this can't be low here. Right, these three digits are the same as these three digits because this is a 9-length Ren band. And remember, you cannot have repeats on a Ren band. So these 6 digits stay the same. Where are these 3 digits in this box? It has to be these 3 digits. So this is one. This can't be high again. So this is 1, 2, or 3. And because this is 3, 4, 5, the only digits that could be next to it are 1 with the 5 or 7, 8, and 9. So this is low. This cannot be low because on an entropic line, we have to have one, in every 3 cells along the line, one must be low, one must be middle, and one must be high. So this can't be low, low. Therefore, this is middle, and this is 4. This must be 3 to be consecutive with it. Therefore, none of these can be 3. This can't be 8. So this has to be, can't contain a 3. Can't be 3 and 6, therefore can't be 4. So no 4, 8, no 2, 4. Therefore, this must be a 1, 2 pair, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 1 or 2, and it can't be 3. This is 7, 8, or 9. So this has to be 7, 8, or 9 here. So this is also a high. This is high. This is considered middle. So this is low, right? Because we have these two digits. We have a middle and a high, therefore this must be low. This must be middle, this must be low, and this must be middle. Therefore this is 7, 8, and 9. This must be next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it cannot be 3 here. So this is 1, 2, 4, 5. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pair in the column. Since this is 3, there cannot be a 3 again on this Ren band, so this can't be 3. Therefore, one of these is a 3 here. This must be 1 or 2. And therefore, this is 1 or 2. These are all lows. We have a 1, 2, 3 triplet in... actually, we have a 1, 2 pair in row 5, which eliminates 1, 2 in that row. And 3, 4s are eliminated because we've given that. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But not the colors. This can't be 8. This is next to 2 unique digits on a Dutch whisper line. It's either both 1 and 9. Okay, so this cannot be 1 or 2 or 4. So if this is 5, this has to be 9, and that's 1. Otherwise, these are all lows. that it has to be next to, right? This is a high digit, and this is either 5 or a high digit. And if it's a high digit, it must be next to two lows. Actually, it could include a 5 here, though. If this were 6, this cannot be 1 or 2, so this can't be 6. If this is 7, this could be 3 and 1 or 2. That's fine. If this is 9, this works as 3 or 5, and this could be 1 through 5 here. So these two digits, one is low. The other one has to be 1 through 5, so this must be high. And it cannot be 8 and 9, so this is 6 or 7. This can no longer be 5. This is, if it's 6, it has to be next to 1 and 2. If it's 7, it could be next to 1, 2, or 2, 3, or 1, 3. So this can never be 4. This is 6 or 7, so we don't know if it's high or medium for the entropic set. What else? This is a 7, 8, and 9. This is 4, 5, 6. This is 5 or 6. This is 1, 2, or 3. This 3 has to be next to a 7, 8, or 9 on a Dutch whisper line. Therefore, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in box 6, which eliminates 7, 8, and 9 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this is 5 and 6, and a middle. This is 5 or 6, and a middle. Therefore, this digit cannot be 5 or 6. It cannot contain 1, 2, or 3. Therefore, it must be a high. So this is 7, 8, or 9 on a German whisper line and a Dutch whisper line. Therefore, this must be low, this is high, and this is low. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. This must be 6 or 7 at best, but 6 cannot be next to two unique digits on a German whisper line, so this is 7. This can't be 3. This can't be 3. We have a 1, 2 pair in the box, so the rest of the box must be 3, 5, and 6. This is 1 or 2. So this is at most 1, 2, 3, 4. This is at most 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it could be 1 through 5. Either way, we know 3 and 4 and 5 have to be here. Because this can't be 3, 4, 5. But it has to contain, it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the only possibilities. So 3, 4, and 5 have to be here in this box. And we have 1, 2, and 6 possibilities here. Well, this can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pair in the box, or sorry, in the row. This 7, 8, or 9 has to be next to 1, 2, 4, or 5 on a Dutch whisper line. Same with this 7, 8, and 9. It's 1, 2, 3, or 5 because it can't be 4. This can't be 1 or 2 because of the 1, 2 pair. If this were 5, again, it has to be next to 9 and 1 on a Dutch whisper line. But this can't be 1 because of the 1, 2 pair in the column. So this must be 3 then. 3 is next to 7, 8, and 9 on a Dutch whisper line. So this can't be 5 here. This also has to be low, quote unquote. This is low. This can't be 7 here. This can't be 3 here because of the 3 here. Therefore, this is a 1, 2 pair on this Renban line, which forces the rest to be 3, 4, and 5 to be consecutive. These 1, 2s cannot be the same. Therefore, this 1, 2 has to be either here or here because it cannot be here. It can't be the same as that. The remaining digits here in box 7 are 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but neither of these can be 1 or 2. This can't be 7. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we have a 3, 4, 5, 6 quadruplet in row 9, which eliminates 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 6. This can't be 4. That forms a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in row 9, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the row, so this can't be 1 or 2. This is 7, 8, or 9. Where is this digit? It has to be here. So this has to be a low, which is 1 and 2. This is 7, 8, 9 also. So these forms a 7, 8, 9 pair. This must be 4, 5, and 6 here. And this must be 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, which eliminates 4, 5, 6 in the rest of the Ren band. This can't be 4 or 5. Therefore, this must be 1, 2, and must be a low. This has to be a 7, 8, 9, and a high remaining. How did I get... This is 4, 5, and 6, not 4, 5, and 9. This can't be 4. Where is the 4 in box 9? It has to be here. And this 5, 6, 5, 6 pair eliminates 5 and 6 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 5 or 6. Therefore, this is 7 and is a high. This has to be a middle because it's in between a low digit and a high digit. And it can't be 4. So this has to be 5 then, which makes neither of these are 5. This 3, 4 pair eliminates 3 and 4 from the rest of the row, so this can't be 3. This becomes a 5, 6 pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 from the rest of the box. So this can't be 5 or 6. This is 3. This can't be 3. This can't be 3 here. This digit is next. It's either 4 or 5. It can't be 5 because it would have to be next to 9 and 1. So this is a 4, which makes this a 3. This 4 can only be next to 8 and 9 on the Dutch whisper line. So this is an 8, 9 pair. This 8, 9 pair eliminates 8 and 9 from the rest of box 3, so this can't be 8 or 9. This is 7, which means this can't be 7, so one of these two is a 7. This must be high because of the entropic line. We have to have a low, middle, high each time. This then has to be middle. This is low, and this is high. So since this cannot be high, it can't be 7, 8, or 9. It can't be 5. Therefore, this must be a 6 here, which means 6 cannot be here. It cannot be here. This is 1, 2, or 3. This is 7, 8, 9, and this is 8 or 9 here. These are consecutive, and this cannot be 5 or 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 here. We know 4 has to be one of these two digits because there is no 4 in this 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruplet aside from this. So this must be 1 and 3 or 4, which means this can't be 3. This 3, 4 also eliminates 3 and 4 from the rest of the box, so this can't be 3 or 4 here. This digit cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, can't be 5, 6. It has to be 7, 8, or 9 here, which means this is high. These two have to be low, and this must be a high. And we have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in row 1, which eliminates 8 and 9 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this is 7, which must be next to 1 and 2 on a German whisper line. Well, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet now, and this is a high, so this can only be 6 then, which makes this a 1. This has to be 2. This can no longer be 6, and it can't be 3 or 4, because the 6 is already on this Ren band. So, and 3 and 4 cannot be here, therefore this is 5, this is 6. Which means this can't be 4 or 6, so this is 5. This can't be 5 or 6, so this is 4. This can't be 4 or 6, so this is 5, which makes that a 6 here. This can't be 1, 2, or 6 anymore, so this is a 5. That leaves this as an 8 and 9 here. This 5 means this can't be 5, so therefore this cannot be 9. This has to be a low here, because if this, the only way this is 9 is if this is 5. So this is a low because it cannot be 5 anymore. This is 3. This can't be 3. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 6, which makes that 5, which makes that a 6, which makes that 5. This can't be 5 anymore, therefore is a high. This is 5 or 6 because that's the only digits remaining, but it can't be 5 because of this 5. So this is 6, which makes that 5, which makes that a 6. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in box 5, which leaves 1, 2, and 4 remaining. So technically these are lows according to German whisper rules, but not. We have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in row 4, which eliminates 1, 2 the rest of the row. So this cannot be 1 or 2. This has to be 4, which means this can't be 4. This is 1 or 2. This is 1 or 2 because it cannot be 3. Therefore, that leaves this as 4. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 3, this is 4. Where can the 3 be in box 4? It has to be here. So this is 3. We have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair on this Ren band, which eliminates 7 and 9 from the rest of the Ren band. So this can't be 9. This is 8. This is 9. This can't be 6 or 9, so this is 8. This can't be 5, 8, or 9, so this is 7, which makes that 9, which makes that 7. Therefore, this is 8. This is 9. This 8 means this can't be 8, so this is 7, so this cannot be 3, because 3 cannot be next to 7 on a German whisper line. This 4 eliminates this 4, so this is 3, which makes that a 4. This must be a 3. This 2 eliminates that 2, so this is 1, 2, 1, and that's a 2 here. This 8 eliminates that 8, so this is 9, which makes that 8. These can't be 8 here, then. This can't be 9 because of that 9, so this is an 8. Which makes this a 9. This can't be 8, 9, or 7, so this is 5. This can't be 7 or 9, so this is 8. This can't be 8 or 9, so this is 6. This can't be 7 or 8, so this is 9, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 9. That makes this a 7. This can't be 7 anymore here. This 1 eliminates that 1, so this is 2, which makes that 1, which makes that 2, which makes that 1, which makes that 2, which makes that 1, which makes that 2, therefore that's a 1. The reason why is because on a Renben you can't have repeat, so therefore that can't be a 1. This is a 2, this is a 1, 2, 1. And this 8 eliminates that 8, so this is 9, that's an 8, and we have an 8 in the middle. Wow, you did it! What a work of art! Pretty cool. I mainly did it because of the play on words of A Whisper of Picasso, and also that this sort of drawing sort of is reminiscent of Picasso in the abstractness, I guess, kind of his abstract phase in his works of art. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.